Hello, everyone. Welcome to, again, I would say the second to the last, because I called the other video my second to the last, but this is actually the second to the last episode of my series of War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. This is Questor, and I'm gonna go ahead and review the game, and then I'm gonna have another video after this, which is the shelf life. Basically, how long do you play the game until the new gacha comes in, and do you still enjoy the game, and would it still be okay even though you're not paying anymore? So this is not like say a free to play review because I'm a paying customer. Well, I used to be. I stopped paying for this game after realizing that it's just way more expensive than the its value. So there you go. There's that a little glimpse to the review of of this game is yes, this game is it's like dating. Like if you're a straight guy, it's like finding a girlfriend and she's way more expensive than sh- she is. Like she doesn't put out, but like she wants you to spend on her, and but she will never put out, or she barely puts out and stuff like that. That's the kind of game this is. You gotta dump that girlfriend. So and yeah, it's like I met a guy and like he's all like spend for me, spend for me, spend for me, but like I won't give you back like something that you want. It's like I won't give you anything you want. I'm like, what? So this is the kind of game it is. This is how Gumi does their thing with their gacha. So okay, so that is like why I stopped playing this game. But for like let's get started with just the review. And so as someone who used to pay good money for this game, I'll tell you the gameplay is fun. I mean, it's above average, but definitely not worth like spending a whole lot of money for it. It doesn't warrant it, but it is really good gameplay. So let's get started. So if you're a dolphin like me and you wanna have more experience than a free to play, so but at the same time you're not a whale because you're not exactly out there to collect every single character, um this game can do it for you in such a way, but the rates are so bad. um you don't get like really that powerful, and like for me when I play PvP, my if I don't spend refreshes for these orbs for PvP, I'm usually like I can get up to um rank 1k, between 1k and 10k. That's where I rank, which is not bad because it gives you 200 like gems and stuff like that, which is really not much. 200 gems is not much. It's like they give you all these like, oh, it's 2000 Visior. 2000 Visior is really not much in this game. It gives you just one roll of like 110x pull, and that pull, and that's it. It's like 110x summon is all you could do with 2000 Visior. That's not a lot. So anyway, we'll talk about those things later, but want to get started. Okay, so as a dolphin, you will definitely you will definitely like have all your SRs quickly to like fully awakened if you want them. But they're all gonna be broken, max, which means that you can collect their dupes really fast. So you have all your SRs and your R's and your N's at max limit break. So all you have to do is awaken them. And when awaken them, you can bring them up to level 99. But awakening them uses up these rainbow fragments, which is one of the bottlenecks in this game. So rainbow fragments is like a very one of their very precious materials that you want to focus these more on like units that like are very needed for the current meta, whether you're in PvP or you're like PvE when you're doing raids. So and also most of my MR, like the mega rare or what they call SSRs, they are all like this one, like limit break 4. Like this guy is close to max, you know. She is completely maxed and stuff like that because she was part of the promo that they're doing right now. But like I have a lot of my MRs here, like, you know, um, at least limit break 3. Most of them are limit break 3. The new ones are only limit break 2. They just came out, but look at that. I'm almost at limit break 3. See, this is what you get for being a fat dolphin like me, because I'm not just a regular dolphin. I give more. I spend about $700 a month on this game. And as total, I spent $2,500 for the 6 months that I've been playing this. So it doesn't get you a lot of the URs maxed. Like these are the URs, these are the top shelf like units. Especially the limited ones like Warrior of Light, you know, you can get at least one of them maxed during their limited collaboration. Um, but I I do want to say though, at least your MRs and these are your SSRs, you can get them like up to four max limit break 4, at least, like, you know, in 6 months of playing this, if you're mostly doing summons and stuff like that. So and it's good to have like a pool of MRs, because in this game, what I can tell you, if you're free to play, you can clear the PvE content with just the SRs. These SRs, like Phoebe, is really good, and Severo is also really good. So it's like you can clear those like content with just SR characters if you have a lot of patience, and you know you practice a lot, so you exercise your brain, and you can come up with all these strategies, and they're really impressive, that like, oh wow, you cleared that map just using the SRs. Yeah, you can definitely do that. And of course you have your like top tier MR like Mont. He is also like basic virtually free. It's like practically he's free, because you know you can buy his shards with just gold coins, you know, gil is what they call it, and max him to 99. So you know, and then you have all these like event MRs like this guy Terrell, and you can max these guy, and he is actually decent. So they actually have decent MRs like Gafgarian. Gafgarian's really good as an MR unit. So you know, you don't necessarily, they don't really like shine in PvP, but in PvE content, you will be fine. You know, if you're free to play, the SRs will carry you through, and you just want to like focus on SRs and get them to level 99. And your MRs, if you're a dolphin like me, your MRs are gonna be you know, you can get them maxed, and they can help you clear content, and you don't need like a full roster of URs to like clear the PvE content. Nope, you don't need that at all. And that is one good thing about this game, because you know you can go to events, and you know you may not be able to farm, say like the Ochu challenge at brutal difficulty like effectively and multiplayer, unless you have someone like Medina. But like, say for example, for me as a fat dolphin, I just focused on you know, like Medina. I she is like a top the SS tier, you know, and global like you are. I made sure that I maxed her, so she's maxed right now, fully awakened, and also I made sure that her Cosmo Plume, I'm about to max it to level 20. So she is like completely good for farming. She is also good for PvP. She's also very good for PvE. Maybe she may not be the best at PvP, but PvE and farming, oh, she is so good. She is really, really good. And she is a not a limited unit. So if you are a dolphin, you want to max Medina because she can carry you to farming. And because of her, because also as a dolphin, I was able to buy, I go to the shop, and then if you go to the shop, um and look at like the special shop, you know um oh, not the special shop, but the 6 month anniversary shops, part one, and all that stuff. They have these like packs, like you can buy these. I don't I you know I'm not paying for this game anymore, but like you can buy these and stuff like that. There's not just UR unit, there's also like um for vision cards. And I was able to like max my trousseau. Sorry, here, I'm getting confused. um Max my trousseau here for Medina. And since I was able to max this card and put it on Medina, and because like you can buy and select those from the special shop. Of course, you have to pay for them, but once you max it, you go through the Ochu challenge. Here, you go to this one, and you can farm it like crazy. It's so easy. And then because it's brutal difficulty, the rewards are big. And because the rewards are big, I was able to make 3 of these rings at level 5. 5 stars. The plus 5, and then they're level 50, and have 3 different versions of them. Now, granted, these are not the best rings, but you have 3 different kinds. So, like I was able to have my Ramza here. Let's see here. Main. My Ramza here. Sec. He is like a ninja. I have him sub ninja. And then, he is not using equipment that's gonna max his HP, but it has a lot of evade. So it's like, if you look at his items, this has like evade up, evasion up 8. This one has a lot of evade and then more evasion up. I got him to turn into a ninja, and he's gonna be like my evade unit. So when I go into duels, I have like a tank. I have like my magic tank, like Frivia as my magic tank, and then I have Ramza as my evade unit attacker. So they all do well in PvP. Not going to top PvP, but like you have Warrior of Light and stuff like that. So, it's like you spend this money, you actually feel like some sense of contentment and stuff. So, also when it comes to like farming for equipment, since I'm a working man, I'm a door dasher. So I'm lucky that I've married a good man who is also a good provider, so I don't have to worry about my living expenses. So most of my income actually goes into this game and stuff like that. And so but I want to work. I have to work. I don't want to spend home all day playing video game because I get tired of that too. So because you can buy these oops, the game um the game crashed. Okay, it tends to do that, but it's not the most annoying thing. It's like it just does that, and anyway. So let's go back. So as a working man, who I work hard and play hard and stuff, i I do my best working out there, try to get as much money as I can make, and then I buy as much as I can, because I live within my means. and I never had to go into debt playing gotcha. I always pay my bills on time. See, that's the most important thing you have to remember. Do not go into debt playing gotcha. Do not do that. Okay, live within your means. Really, really important as a gotcha player. So, but anyway, I go to the shop and then go to the special shop and then I buy, well, I used to buy, this daily energy pack, and then every Monday I go and buy all of the energy booster packs. So I spend like, this is like $8 per pack. So there's three limited per week. So I spend 24 dollars for these energy packs and stuff. And that's for the whole week. But I get a lot of energy. So this is 53, and it's funny because I tend to use up most of my energy pots by Friday. So I still have plenty because Gumi's been handing them out. So anyway, I use all these energy pots and then I go to farm. Say I go here to XQuest and stuff like that, and then I just set the whole thing on auto, and then and then you just farm, and then you're working, and the game is farming for you. So it's like partially AFK. So like it's kind of like the one way this game turns into an idle game. You can do that, and then when I come back, I have like some decent materials to make equipment. So now this Razel Gethy, I can awaken it because I had this thing like farming for a couple hours, and so it has materials, and then there you go, max and stuff like that. So I'm working right now on my Razel Gethy because I want to get like another gun, MR gun, because I already have one. Let me see here. Yeah, here you go. This one, it's +5, but I have to re-roll this because if I smith this, it doesn't go to max. It's only 200. I actually want to max it, and I have to use 10 of these, and yeah. So anyway, so you can get a lot of materials just paying for it. Just $24 plus $1 per day, $24 a week plus $1 per day, and you can get a lot of energy packs, and you can go out to work and come back, and you can see that like you have more equipment, and your units, they end up let me see, because they've been farming. You can have your units already go up to level 99. See, I have Terrell now at level 99. Now I'm working on my Mustadio. And then they gain like resonance, they gain job points and all that stuff, while you're out there, like working hard to pay for this game. So, one of those things that like I enjoy about this game is that it can also serve as an idle game, and you can put it on auto and it just farms for you, because I do get tired of going into multiplayer. I mean, multiplayer is okay, but it gets really repetitive, and then you have to deal with other people, and other people, they, they're fickle. Sometimes they play with you the whole time you're there, and they're always ready, and sometimes they're just not ready, and then you have to kick them and stuff like that. And with having an idle option where you could do things by yourself, that's good. So, and then as you see, when it comes to content, there's a lot to do in this game. So there's a lot of farming. Now, farming is really repetitive, but if you have the mindset of a farmer, like you repeat the same thing over and over until you get all the stuff you want, it's not bad. It's repetitive, but there is some joy in some like repetition and stuff like that, because I work all the time. doing my DoorDash deliveries. It's repetitive, but like there's some joy in it. In this game, there's some joy in it, also multiplayer, but you do get tired, and so you want to go on auto and stuff like that. Okay, so I talked too much about that. And when it comes to units, let's say, like the URs are really powerful, and the limited ones are really good. And sometimes they don't do them justice though, like Frivia. They made her limited unit, but they don't do her justice. But these URs are really powerful. They can make your game playing really much quicker and stuff like that. But you don't necessarily need them. The thing that I want to go into is, okay, so I said it can serve as an idle game. And then it's also, you have like a lot of equipment that you can make. So if you are a free to play player or a dolphin, or like a low dolphin or minnow, just focus on on building your equipment, because you could always go to multiplayer and join a game, and maybe find yourself a whale that can support like multiplayer for a long time, who you can go and like be fast and stuff like that, farming and stuff. And when you get like your equipment to +5, you get like some +5 rings, a +5 this Nagnarok, I still have to max this. But you get all these +5s. Your +5s on a MR unit or an SR unit is gonna make them as good as a UR unit that doesn't have like good equipment, you know. So you will be fine, as a minnow, as a free to play. Okay, so I said a lot of like the good things about this game. I'll tell you, the gameplay is pretty good. It can be quite addicting, as you can see that like I've enjoyed this game since March. No, since early April, and then like now it's like August, and I've been paying for it. I've been playing for hours and hours, spending hours on this game, and spent like $2,500 total on it and stuff like that. So it's not like I didn't enjoy the game. Somebody actually made a comment why I quit. It's like, it's because you didn't enjoy the game. I'm like, what kind of asinine comment is that? You didn't really clearly think about what you said, didn't you? I mean, I'm not one of these YouTubers who is like gonna kiss your ass and stuff like, oh, I just want to have followers. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. You gotta think before you post a comment, because it can rub someone the wrong way. It's like you're blaming me for like, for suddenly not liking the game. No, I clearly spent all my time, like, and most of my income on this game. For me to be told that I don't enjoy it, it's like an insult. And not only an insult, it's like really like, you didn't think through what you just said. I stopped this game because it was way more expensive than what it is. And when I say it's way more expensive than what it is, let's go here. Now, when you're buying all these packs, these Vizier packs, like when I was really paying for this game and limited collabs happen, I would buy all these packs, buy all of them. So blow like $400 buying all of this. But I stopped. And the reason I stopped is because for like, say, what they're giving out, 5,000, this is collab version, so you get free 5,000. But like on a regular day, you get like this 5,000 and you only get free Vizier of 900. That's not a lot, because 5,900 only gets you 3 summons, 3 10x summons. That's it. And to get a limited unit, they don't have a good PD system. My problem with them is that if you can guarantee the limited unit in, let's say, 10 times 10 summons, so basically 20,000 Vizier, you get the limited unit, because you maxed out, and therefore like I feel sorry for you, you paid that much, I'm gonna give you the limited unit. That would have been great, but like think about it. You have to roll 10 times, right? So So 5,000 Visor, or let's just say 6,000 Visor, you pay $80 for 6,000 Visor. How much do you need for like 10 of those? So you need to pay 80 plus 80 plus 80 and then another 40 or something like that. And you have like pretty much blown through like um 88 times 3 is 30, 16, 8, 24, 240 plus 40, $280. $280 to get a unit. That's expensive. But at least you're guaranteed. But not here. Not with how Gumi does it. With Gumi, it's like it's pure gacha. So it's like when you get really unlucky, it just sucked all your money and stuff like that. And you're like suddenly thinking, it's like, really, is this really worth it? Because if you think about Genshin Impact is coming out in a month from now, 29 days. I just signed up for it and that has a lot to offer and stuff. And then you're only offering this. I mean, yes, let's say granted, it's like, it's Final Fantasy, it's got great gameplay and stuff like that. But Genshin Impact is gonna offer way more and stuff like that. And you're charging as if like you're like on the toppest of the shelves. No, you're not. You're not the best gotcha game ever made. And see, here's the thing. Paying $80 to only get like 6,000 Visor, which you can only roll 3 times. You can get some of these things 3 times for 6,000 Visor. And you're not even guaranteed the unit, right? And so it's like, wait a second. Okay, so now you're like saying, well, if I just pay more and pay more, and see, this is where the gacha trap gets you, because you're paying more and they're just like, oh, it's just like it goes to chance. Well, guess what? My patronage is also based on chance now, because if you left it up to complete chance, I left based on complete chance. You blew it, Gumi. You blew it with me, and I'm gone. So um I stopped. I went for these 2 units and I spent 50,000 Visor. Just imagine. And I never got any of them. And they said like, oh, but we have now a pity system, which is pitiful. That's your pity system? It's not even like the same as like one of the really good gotcha games out there, like Seven Deadly Sins, like which is just as probably better. I mean, the only reason I stuck around with this game is because it has like the chess style gameplay, the Final Fantasy Tactics style. Actually, I call it the Tactics Ogre style gameplay that I've always loved since I was younger. So it's like that's why I stuck around. But it's like everything is just way too expensive. Like I said, it's like having that really expensive girlfriend or boyfriend who he's like, buy me this, buy me that, buy me this, buy me that. I want put out. There you go. That's the game. Buy me this, buy me that, buy this, buy that, but I will not put out for you. You know? Or putting out is left to complete chance. It's like complete chance. So in complete chance, I also left. You left it to chance. If you're smart and you know how to hold on to a player, you wouldn't leave it up to chance. No, you wouldn't leave like because here's the thing about business. It takes 4 times the effort to get a new customer than keeping one. If you know how to keep your customer and the customer just keeps paying, and if like I was paying $700 a month, I kept paying $700 a month because you did it right, because you know how to keep me in your game, because it's like you did things right. Good. But like you did not. It's like you left it all to chance and I'm gone. And now this game is gonna be what I call a side game. And now I'm just going to Genshin Impact. At first I was like, well, maybe I will go into Genshin Impact as a free to play gamer. But now I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to Genshin Impact and get all the money that I was paying for this game and put it there, and then I'm just gonna play this game as a side game. And to be honest with you, After I stopped playing for the game, I stopped playing, all the momentum I had for this game has disappeared. And because gacha games are all about momentum, once your momentum is gone, you're suddenly like, well, this game ain't all that. And see, that's the realization. You suddenly realize your girlfriend or your boyfriend's like, wait, he ain't all that. Why am I spending all of this for him? Why do I buy her all these things and then all she does is give me attitude? Or she's like she's not putting out. It's just like, "Oh, I'm just going to give you this something else or this something else." So it's like, "Oh, wow, you stuck me in the friend zone." And stuff like that. So you know what? How about this, Gumi? Let's just be friends. And I'll play. You made $2,500 for me. We're done. And then you get to keep that 2,500, and I'm gonna play with what I have left. And when Genshin Impact shows up, I'm gonna play a lot on it. And if I still decide to touch you, I might. If I don't anymore, it's like, oh, well, another gotcha game I walked away from, which is this one. So anyway, but I'm not gonna be sour. So I'm gonna give this game a B plus because it's better than most games out there. But if you wanna hold me, you wanna hold my attention, you want me to pay you for a couple years or more and stuff, keep paying you money and stuff, you have to be an A plus game. And for a Final Fantasy game that wasn't able to get to A plus, you know, you're just, like I said, way more expensive than your brand suggests, and you know, drop you like a hot potato. Sorry. And anyway, that's it for my review. You know, the pros, hey, this is probably a game that if you're a free to play gamer, just clear the all the PvE content. Don't focus on being competitive in the PvP. And then some events are gonna be frustrating, like the raids and the tower, because you're only free to play, so you can only get as much. As a dolphin, this game is still more expensive than it's worth. So, and if you're a whale, if you have a lot of disposable income, have at it. Just throw all your money on this one, because I tell you, the girlfriend or the boyfriend that you want might be more like Genshin Impact and not this one. With this one, how about friends with benefits? How's that? This is the game where you're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I don't want to commit now. You can commit to me. I don't want to commit to you either. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for listening to my review, and I have one more video about this game, and that's like how long it lasted before like Genshin Impact showed up, and it's still more fun than Genshin Impact? Is Genshin Impact really just like really hype and it will not deliver? I don't know. But guess what? I just paid for the pre-order for $10 for Genshin Impact, which I get some free stuff. So guess what? I paid Genshin Impact, and I have not bought a single cent. I have not used up a single cent on this game ever since it failed to put out. Because this game doesn't really put out. Because you know what? It's expensive, and the rates are bad. And the bottom line is, gacha is all about law of averages. And the average for this game is horrible. But the gameplay is good, so B plus. That's all it gets. All right, thanks for listening, and have a good day. Quester out.